The rite is done.
Nice work, everyone. Never thought I'd have to stand against a bog dweller. See? Those bog dwellers are just a bunch of hissy talk. The scribes, they vanquished Lashla just as we prevailed tonight. Lashla, we have failed thee, and the deed shall be repaid in blood. As for ye fools, ye shall be consumed, and everything around ye, from the soil to the stars, ye shall see.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Alright.
Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes, they whisper to me, as do they from time to time. Okay, choose a mastery. Briefly charge up the time before bacon caster or aura is greatly reduced.
A devious
Alright.
trick from the rope collar.
Anything for TTO? Nope.
Until the stars align.
Alright. So we survived another night. Having vanquished the withdrawn from with aplomb, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal within the relative safety of the Black Wagon. That's not how it was written, but that's how I read it. So, when can we get out of here? What? Greentail had enough of Unmari's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody. Yeah, thanks. I'm good. The reader and the stars will point the way as ever. It's just, so far, we kept going north. If that's the case again this time, the Sea of Solace spreads north and west from here for untold leagues. I cannot tell you when last a vessel dared to sail those waters. Tizio asserts himself during the conversation. What is the matter, little one? Okay, let's see what he says. Tizio is trying to get you to come look at something outside of the wagon. Reader, please go see what he wants. Let's excuse ourselves, and let's go outside. Outside we find Bay and a lone minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars for yourself, then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not so simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to me, Bay. We shall see what the reader has to say, for this is her charge. And here she is, in fact. Thank you for fetching her, Tizio. See, and let's see what he says. Tizio is happy to have obliged the lone minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please look upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. Let's look towards the heavens. Now let's seek our destination. Alright. Let's see. Probably this glowing one. Auras, the Azure Star. Burns right over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Solace. Ooh, that doesn't look intimidating at all. I've exactly won one game deal and I almost lost. They were tough. And I also screwed up a lot, but they were some tough opponents. The right specking you forth still further north toward the middle of the Sea of Solace. That's not good. You're joking, right, sister? Does the reader seem the joking type of you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars. You can talk like we can just go ride right out into the water. Pardon my interruption, though. Perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandalwood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Birchwoods. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Alright, so Headwind's smiling again. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. Okay, and we can continue our journey in a minute. That was the autosave. Let's see if anything new is happening here. Okay, the minstrel wishes to speak. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. Okay, we're going to hear him out. You bid him to continue and make your interest in whatever he has to say, and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rights I must reveal to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you confronted the withdrawn and witch Umali, you might recall she intended to invoke a certain name. Yashlash, the Astroborn. I hesitate to say it even now. You will be forgiven if you took the ravings of Umali for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when they first found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. It was ruled over by the greater titans. The one called Lashla was the greatest and most fearsome of the lot. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Lashlat's own hide and Ichor to bind the Book of Rights. Ah, gross. However, Lashlat did not truly die. For some accounts, it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. It is its vow to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return to whatever plane that banished it to ours. Oh, you missed a thing. It's some kind of deity or creature that the bog dwellers pray to. See, Dio, you missed all the action. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, and I can't say that I care. I mean, it's not like they have a pronunciation guide to go with this, so please forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. So in a way, it is an exile, just like you. If it ever should be the creature reborn, it may be many ages hence. Thus the ravings of Umali are more or less inconsequential for the while. Yet the history of Lashla is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all this is of some reassurance. And now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go back to see how everyone is faring at this time. Okay, and he heads out and bids us a good rest of the evening. Let's see. Nothing new in the book. It's still chapter 1. Goodness. Let's see. Where's everybody at? Headwind is feeding the imps. Rookie is running around somewhere. Let's see. Let's see. Tyrix is nearby. TCO is off on his own. Bay is looking for something. I always forgot which one was Jody's. I guess I'll look for her later. Don't remember which one activated hers. Oh, maybe here? No, it's just the carpet. Alright, let's continue. There are a lot of characters to keep up with now. Alright, let's continue. Let's go to Big Bertrude's. Alright, a small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. Lone Minstrel says someone can help you pursue the stars across the sea. This is the place. Let's go see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Oh, let's see. See if anybody wants to talk. Alright, looks like Rookie has something to say. Okay, something is troubling him, and he's relieved to see us. Hey, sister? Listen, I got to level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not exactly easy to forget, though believe me, I try. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you can see by now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite the name down here. As for me, I need help, you understand. I had a certain standard to uphold. So, I figured he would be the one to ask. Rookie hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. Of course it does. So what if I owe him, though, right, sister? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded. I mean rich! My little problem with Barker, as soon as it's going to take care of itself, just as soon as my people send the money through. Okay, so it looks like Rookie is in a lot of debt to Barker. So, I am telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it. I'm sure everything on that front is going to end up real tidy, real soon. Alright, and as we suspected, Rookie owes a debt of some sort. We don't know what's on the line. Let's poke a bit. Oh yeah, you clean the spider webs out. Oh, why this place gets so dusty so quickly? What? So many cobwebs. Okay. And let's go to seek Big Bertrude. Big Bertrude is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within the shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Who the heck is Sandalwood again? Alright, some informant. Those words are enough to make the bog dweller snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest and leaves no doubt she is command of the others. As she commands the others. If thou speakest the name Sandalwood, we would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. He did? In turn we know who thou must be. Yet thou speak of the past. Sandalwood, doth he live yet? Speak plainly and quickly. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he waits us somewhere near Walkingwood, beyond the waters. Walkingwood? A labyrinth of a forest in the western half of the Black Basin, if you know their way around it. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see our wagon is ill-suited for the task. One called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Ner, indeed. Then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Headwind stops him. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? Ner, indeed. All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client, he must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking. He helped me find a sense of purpose I thought I lost. Headwind nods at this and then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. Find yourself with time for your vocations while the dog dwellers go about their business. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We can forage for resources, check surrounding areas for valuables to add to your black wagon stash of goods. We can study in private, hone our skills as a reader to grant a small global bonus to your fellow exiles during the rites. Let's see if we can mentor a companion. Teach your fellow exiles the old ways to raise their individual rank through rites more quickly. So you guys have a preference? Should we look for resources, study in private, or mentor? Look for resources? You got it. Okay, looks like we got some more choices. We go to Flayed Vines. We sent something Falcon Ron values here. Acid Baths. You sent some mystical artifact here. So, do you want to go to the Flayed Vines or the Acid Baths? Give it a sec. Acid Baths? Oh, you're a bold one indeed. Well, sister, had enough scrounging around for one day? Usually there isn't much, but if you never look, you never get. And believe you me, it adds up. Did we get anything? Okay, we got prayer beads. Rank 10 talisman. It's worth 53 gold. After plunging into the adversary's pyre, the bearer has a chance to avoid banishment 50%. I guess I should see what happens if we run right into their pyre. I've never done that. It says, Acid Bash sounds more interesting. I probably wouldn't do it if I was playing, but... of course. Let someone else do the experimentation. Okay, let's see. We'll save there, and let's continue the journey. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please, come have a look. The others are already there. The lone minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. Let's go inside. Okay, we've got... looks shinier. Black wagon appears different than it now than it ever did a day before. Than it even did a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? Bertrude. Jeez, I can't talk today. Tongue twister. Oh, here she comes. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group could always welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare thee make flirtations upon us? No, Enough! But you should see that Sandalwood. Tell him to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here, and tell no one what we paid in favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Scree. Vizio seems to share Bay's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I am beginning to feel ill already. Your black wagon becomes seaworthy. The Sea of Solace awaits. Let us set sail. Wyrm Gulf. That doesn't sound very fun. You have not yet been to the region of the downside. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to the sea. Come! Sea wagon, ho! Hey, it transformed into a boat. I like it. However, I do not like the sea. It's disturbing. Wyrm Gulf. Sea wagon away, indeed. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Wyrm Gulf. I hope all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next ride is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find a way, as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point in our sea journey. We seek the hulk of oars. Okay, let's go here. Outer Solus, feeded waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Virtue's instructions are to navigate the maze and the malls in a curving route bearing northwest. Sentences, Angela. Read sentences. I'm glad this isn't a mini-game. Oh, the water looks absolutely disgusting. To adventure. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to be a welcome change of pace after having come from the flagging hands not very long ago. However, Jody seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who, Headwind? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching into the waters if I had to guess. His first time out at sea? His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Headwind when you have the opportunity. He requires our support and we require his swift recovery. Wish them a good afternoon as you go check on the others in the group. Later, you find Headwind looking out of sorts. Oh, hello my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny. All this trouble, just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Heaven wants to know what you miss about your past life. I don't know. We didn't really get to know our past life before we were cast down here. I'm pretty sure we can probably make 1 or 2 selections. So guys, chat, what do you want to select first? Our book collection, the few friends we had, perhaps the food, and I'm not going to choose Nothing Springs to Mind because I kind of curious about this conversation. Maybe depending on how it goes, maybe we can even raise his stats a little. The food? Okay, the food it is. You confess to him that you do miss Commonwealth cuisine, not that you often go out to eat your fill of it or anything. The food, that's a surprise. I always thought the food was terrible. I hope you're not offended. I think maybe you haven't tried real food. One day if we luck out and find ourselves decent ingredients, I'll cook something for you, okay? Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You says he wishes to be alone. There's not much to be done for him now. It appears Headwind is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he get soon and well. Alright, so Headwind's out. I like how they give you all these party members and then they strategically take them away. I am sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point in our voyage. Let's go to the Sea of Souls. Okay, according to Birchtruth, the celestial landmark is beyond this strait. Alright, sea wagon, go! The thought of that food made him sick. Oh, looks like we made him worse. Alright, looks a little nicer here. By the scribes, the sea. I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of the Wyrm Gulf, you can now see what must be the hulk of oars far on the horizon.